Kenny Lofton Jr. Now I was going to wait and make a video on Kenny and just see how the summer league panned out for him before I decided whether I was going to make a video or not. However, when you have the it factor, you just have it. And Kenny have it. But before I break down why, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Now I recall watching this undersized big man with supreme skill play in college. And I thought to myself, this is different. A bit of old school mixed with the current style of play. The strength and ability to back down his opponents, along with having such exceptional footwork. His ability to just outstretch his opponent. His handles are also exceptional, especially for a big man. On top of his most underrated skill in my opinion, and that's the ability to pass out of the post. Now people may not know this, but Kenny grew up playing guard until he had a late growth spurt, which explains the masterful skill set he has as a big man. Now as great of an offensive talent as he is, I do think his defense could be a bit better. However, his ability to play the passing lane is really exceptional. Now Kenny attended Louisiana Tech, where the popularity for basketball is not that high. He averaged 12.2 points a game, along with 7.5 rebounds on 56.7% shooting from the field in his freshman season. Now despite the extreme skill set and marvelous freshman season, Kenny play on the Team USA is what started getting him recognition. Kenny made Team USA despite coming from a school that wasn't known for basketball. He also was the best player on that team. Keep in mind that team had Chet Holmgren, Jaden Ivey, and Johnny Davis, along with a bunch of other big recruits, and Kenny was the one that made the biggest impact. Kenny would then return back to Louisiana Tech for another season where he averaged 16.5 points a game, along with 10.5 rebounds on 54% shooting from the field. He would put together some big games against some formidable teams. Most notable, his game against NC State. He dropped 36 points along with 18 rebounds. People would then begin the comparisons. Kenny would start to get Charles Barkley comparisons. And as great as Kenny is, he doesn't have the athleticism that Charles Barkley carried throughout his career. People would even compare him to Jared Sullinger. And no comment. No, in all seriousness, I somewhat get the Jared comparisons. But the comparison that I think is quite fitting is Zach Randolph, the undersized big man stigma with the exceedingly strong lower center of gravity, along with those smooth left-handed jumpers. Now Kenny would unfortunately go undrafted. However, he was signed a two-way contract with the Memphis Grizzlies. And I think he could bring something to the Memphis Grizzlies that they haven't had since Zach was there. Under Coach Jenkins, the Grizzlies have emphasized a fast pace. This comes after the Grizzlies were known for years for playing a slow, methodical style that relied on defense and patience in the half court. The Grizzlies' half court offense was one of their weakest attributes last season. When the Grizzlies wasn't able to feast off turnovers and dominate the glass, it was susceptible to scoring droughts. Historically, most teams would throw the ball inside to a dominant scorer to end droughts. However, the Grizzlies obviously don't have that guy. Jared Johnson Jr. is a stretch forward who is at his best when facing up, putting the ball on the floor, or shooting threes. Brandon Clark is a lob threat who can finish around and has one of the best floaters among all big men. Now as good as those two players have been in Memphis, neither is that guy that the Grizzlies can throw the ball to inside, put their back to the basket, and get a bucket to stop a scoring drought. But Kenny can.